Good morning everybody and welcome to another Hengist Wild Camps.
Good morning.
Well, I'm with Simon and Dave.
Greetings of the season.
We're in Edale car park. It's just gone 9 o'clock. It's a bit foggy, although when I was driving over tops along Ruship Edge, the top of Kindo, it was bathed in sunlight, really clear. It's just down in the valley. Well, I think because it's a bit cold and I need to put my gloves on soon, we're going to walk up to the café and get a hot brew before we do anything else. So I'll see you up there. Cheers, Dave. Well, we're in the Folk Cafe in Edale. I've just got myself a cup of coffee. While I wait for my grub to turn up, I've ordered a sausage muffin. So when that arrives, I'm going to get some brown sauce on it, and I'll let you have a look at it. But for the moment, I'm just going to slurp on this coffee. Thank you very much. That's hot.
The plate up.
I just carried it. Well, my grub's just turned up. I've got a sausage buttie. I'm going to get some brown sauce on that and some red sauce. Right, well, let's see how it tastes. That is nice. And I don't think I'll have overdosed on food going up Kinder Scout. I think this will be manageable. Well, while it's still hot, I'm going to get stuck into it. See you in a bit. Bye. Ooh, nearly fell over then. Well, we're just leaving cafe. And yeah, quite full, but not overdone it. Well, we're going to walk through Edale village, across river, and make our way up towards the nab. So I'll see you when we're at bottom at nab. Well, I've just stopped at bottom at nab to get me trekking poles out. Simon and Dave are just up there. I'll catch up with them in a moment. But I've had to dig out my sunglasses as well because this sun's really bright in my eyes at the moment. Right, well, I'm about to start slog up to Herdsman's Plantation. That little gate up there. That'll be the first breather that I have. And then follow the switch back up to the top at nab. I'll bring you back as we're going up.
Got a top on now, but I must have had it for over 25 years. Look, you can tell how worn out it is.
The dog's been at it.
I know, it's just worn.
We've had our little rest on this wall. We've just got to plod up there now to the nab. So I'll bring you back when I'm up there. I'm still on top at nab. We've just made it up here and we're all having a bit of a breather. Next, we're going to plod on up that way in direction of Ringing Roger and Golden Clough. And there's a little path just before, well, a turning near the cairn just before you get to Ringing Roger. And that'll take us in the direction of Jaggers Clough towards the edge path there. So I think that's the way we're going to go up. Well, I'm going to admire these views for a bit longer and then I'm going to plod on. I'll speak to you in a bit.
You go up on a lift and just come down with gravity. No, I've done a lot of skiing, I've done a lot of snowboarding as well. Snowboarding is what I like.
Oh, we've just arrived at Jaggers Clough. Not got far to get to Crookstone from here, but it's flowing nicely, the water. There's a nice little waterfall just up there. I think I'm going to get my bag off and get some water from up there. So I'll get on with that and I'll try not to fall in. Well, we've just grabbed us water. I've just got myself 2 litres. That'll be enough. I've got food that doesn't really require a load of water tonight. So next, I'm going to get it in my bag and we're going to head up that way towards Crookstone Knoll. So I'll speak to you when we get to our campsite. Well, we've just arrived at our campsite. You can see it behind us there. We're at the quarry at Crookstone Knoll. There's Dave and Si. And just here, where my trekking poles are, is where I'm thinking of getting my tent up. Dave's going to get his up there. Si's going to get his up there. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day. We're blessed with it. Hardly a cloud in the sky. And I've got my sleeves rolled up, just a shirt on. There's hardly any wind. It's like summer. You won't believe this was December, end of the year. Right, well, I'm going to get my tent up now. Sunset's just after 4, so got a few hours of daylight yet. See you in a bit. Welcome back, folks. Finally all sorted. And it's incredibly sunny today. You won't believe it was December. Simon's just said he's had to move his beer because it was getting warm in sunshine. Well, got everything sorted. Well, kind of sorted. I've got a few little bits and bats to do. But I've sat down and my thoughts are turning to, you've guessed it, a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. Well, I'm just going to crack it open, folks. Oh, smells good. Well, everybody, good health and cheers. By gum. That's good beer, that. Oh, well, my favourite bit of the camp, where we've just sat down, getting our thoughts together and relaxing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy this. have a bit of a chat with Si and Dave, and just slow down and take things nice and easy for a bit. See you later. Wow, I don't know if this camera's doing it justice, but look at the colours through the mist and the late sunshine and the smoke of the cement factory. Tomorrow, well, we're going up there tomorrow, then walking along the Great Ridge and towards Brown Knoll. I'm going to take some photographs of this. Well, I may look a bit silly with this balaclava and my hat on and dressed like the Michelin Man in this synthetic puffer jacket and down trousers. But, wow. Me, Simon and Dave have just been looking at the scenery behind us. And there's wisps of mist being lit up by the golden sun because there's not a cloud in the sky. It's amazing. You know, this is end of December. What an end to the year. Fantastic. Well, I don't know if you can see, but over my shoulder, there's Dave and Simon, and I've no idea what they're doing. We've just been stood around here taking pictures, and I said I'll be back over. I'm just going to do a little bit to camera. Well, on that note, I'm going to get back to the campsite and continue the jovialities, having a chat with everybody. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, Paul. I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Well, I'm ashamed to say, if you look around there, there's a debris of tonight's alcohol intake. And I've had a few slips of whiskey, which I've been trying to save for tomorrow. We've had a great time. We've all been, well, until it went dark, we're all sat outside. It was like a picnic. I was eating sandwiches, making sandwiches up, and yeah, we're all sat around drinking. And this evening, Simon's been playing Spotify or something like that. He's been doing requests, DJ Si, and we've all been listening to music. And we've all got our tent doors open and we're all still chatting. Dave and Si were just chatting a second ago. I've had a nice bit of grub. I'm not hungry. I've drank all my beer and I've got some whiskey for tomorrow, which I must admit I've had a few sips of. And I might have another sip before I go to bed. But yeah, it's been a brilliant evening, brilliant day. And we've got another one lined up for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the joviality with Si and Dave. And I'll see you when I'm bedding down. Well, folks, that's the end to a splendid evening. Lots of laughs, chats around the campsite. A few beers, lots of food. But everybody's bedding down for the night. And I'm about to do the same. So on that note, I'm going to say good night, folks. See you in the morning. Good morning, all. It's about 10 to 8. It's before sunrise. Oh, I had a wonderful sleep. But I think I need to get a brew on. Right, I'll get on with that. Well, that's me cup of Horlicks made. I'll just grab it. Try not to spill it. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm going to drink this. I might have a coffee later, or later on in the day, I don't know. But I'm going to drink this, get myself awake, and then start to think about packing up. I'll see you in a bit. Well, it's just after 9 o'clock, and we're all suited and booted, ready for the off. I think today we're going to walk down into Hope, and then up Lewes Hill, and then along Great Ridge, and hopefully camping at Brown Knoll. Well, where my trekking poles are, just here, is where I have my tent, and I'm just doing my usual, where I have a last look around for any tent pegs or little bits of rubbish. But it is absolutely spotless, like we all do. We leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Right, well, yeah, start today's walk. Speak to you in a bit.
Tell my look back home. Bloody hard work with my thinking. Walk this way, walk that way, back on yourself.
And here we have Hope Cross. Passed this a few weeks ago. Well, we're up top of hill.
Good?
Thumbs up.
And then a bit of a looking out. We went 3 others that way. Sideways, kind of sideways on. Yeah.
Have you got some?
I did 2 lines of mayo. I did 2 lines of lard. I got 1.
Mam Tor. Yeah, me and Dave, we've just dived into this beehive shelter up near Brown Knoll,
Yeah.
and it's very dark. That's about all you can say
It's
about
nice
it.
and sheltered though. I'm surprised the sheep don't come in here. There's been no sheep in
Yeah.
here, has there?
Right, well, I'm going to stick this away. I just thought I'd give you an update. We've walked about, over 10 miles, I think, so far today. And we're all looking forward to getting our tents up. And we're racing against the daylight, to be honest. We've still not got to our location. And what time is it now, anybody?
It's just before 4.
Right, we've got about 15-20 minutes before it goes dark. So yeah, I'll put this away.
I've made it here on my hands and knees.
It's been tough, isn't it?
It's been brutal, Dave.
Well, we've just arrived at our campsite for the evening at the air shaft up on Brown Knoll. And it is absolutely horrible at the moment, weather-wise. We've got about 10 minutes before it gets dark. So I'm thinking of getting my tent up somewhere just here, although it's not ideal. Right, I'll get my tent up. Well, finally, I'm all sorted in my tent. I've just literally got myself sorted. Got my air pad inflated, got my sleeping bag out, etc. And I've just sat down this second. So I've still got some more things to sort out. So I'll get on with that and I'll bring you back in a bit. I've warmed up a little bit now since I last spoke to you. Yeah, I've cheered up, got everything sorted. I don't know how Si and Dave are. Their tents are too far away for us to all talk. But by the looks of them, I think they've gone straight to sleep. Well, no McEwens tonight, but I've still got some whiskey. So everybody, good health and cheers. Oh, whew, by gum, that's good whiskey. I've not had out to eat today. I don't know if I can be bothered cooking anything. I'll have a few more slips of this and see how I feel. In fact, I'll have another. Oh, by gum, that's warming. Right, folks, well, I'm going to carry on slurping this, listening to radio, and just warming up. I'll see you in a bit. As you can see, I'm all tucked up. Let me just turn this wireless down. That's better. Yeah, where was I? The wind has really picked up. We're behind the air shaft up on Brown Knoll, if you know where that is. And Simon's got the best spot. He's right behind it. Dave's over to my left. He's in a little hollow. I'm kind of like to the side of the air shaft, and the wind is whistling round and hitting my tent, but it seems to be holding up quite well, this tent. Well, did I say it's approaching 10 o'clock? Well, it is. And I've had all my whiskey. I've eaten some chocolate. I couldn't be bothered cooking, I'm too tired. And on that note, I'm going to get my head down. Ooh, excuse me, that was a genuine yawn. Well, until tomorrow, I'll say good night all, and I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning everybody. Day 3. Whoa, the wind picked up last night. It's died down a little bit now, but it still comes and goes, rocks your tent around. Excuse me. Well, I'm going to think about getting a brew on, but I'm in no rush. I might have another 5 minutes first. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, good morning everybody. Well, that's my morning brew made. I'm just going to grab it. Oh. Oh, it's just what I needed. Right, well, I'm going to drink this brew, slowly wake up, and then turn my thoughts to packing up in this horrible wind. I'll see you in a bit. That's us, all packed up at Brown Knoll. We've just got to get our bags on. But it's been a windy night, hasn't it?
It's pretty damn windy, yeah. We're lucky we got away with it.
Yeah.
We're lucky it weren't any colder, Steve.
No, it was nice and warm. But I'm glad I put my guy lines out because my tent was shaking and I could feel the bathtub lifting up off the floor.
The wind was
I was being rocked.
underneath.
Yeah. Well, the whole structure was like lifting up. I'm glad it was anchored down with those pegs.
I'm glad you let me camp next to the wall.
Yeah. Well, I think I was in the slipstream where the wind comes around this building. I was right in its path there.
Yeah.
But I'm pleased with my tent. It survived another gusty one. That's a few times I've had it out now in gusts.
Yeah, pretty good. I've been pleased with my tent.
Yeah.
You know, it looks very flimsy. There's not much to it, but it's done pretty well.
It does, yeah. Punches above its weight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, well, I think what we're going to do today is head up over that hill over there towards the edge of Brown Knoll, then follow it around towards Swine's Back, and then just get on the path that takes us down to Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
So that's the plan of action. I'll get my kit on, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's me all suited and booted, ready for the off. I'm just doing my usual check. This is where I have my tent, just here, and I'm looking for any tent pegs, minus that one that I've broke. That's in my bag. But more importantly, I'm looking for any little bits of rubbish. But the place is absolutely spotless. Like we all do, we leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Well, it's going to be a lovely day, I think. There's patches of blue in the sky. I've got a feeling it's going to brighten up. Well, as I said before, we're going to head towards Jacob's Ladder over Brown Knoll. So I'll show you some views and I'll speak to you later. Well, we've just turned up at the Trig on Brown Knoll and we're with, what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley and Ryan.
Nice to meet you. Hi guys.
I'll do anything for a subscriber. Ashley, sub to my channel. Well, it's still very windy and those blue skies that were threatening to appear look like they've buggered off somewhere else.
I won't use any sound.
Well, well, you can see Swine's Back over there. We've just got to follow this path down towards Jacob's Ladder now. So I'll put this camera away. Wave goodbye, everybody. Bye. See you in a bit. Well, we've just made our way off the Trig at Brown Knoll and we've joined the path that leads us down to Jacob's Ladder. We've not got far to go now. I don't think we're going to go down Jacob's Ladder. We're going to take the pack horse route at the side of it. Well, we're just going to linger here for a second, get our breath back, although we're not out of breath. I'll spin camera around and show you what the views look like because they're not great at the moment. Yeah, you can see that mist has come back with a vengeance. Although, it does look like it's getting a bit clearer over there. Well, we're heading down there and back into Edale. Right, well, I'll put this away and I'll plod on. Well, we've just made it down from that little wall and we're at the beehive at the top of Jacob's Ladder. But look at that, half of it's missing. I don't know if anybody's pulled it down or wind's blown it down, but what a mess. Not seen it in that state before. Well, what we're going to do, we're not going to go down Jacob's Ladder. We're going to go that way, where Simon is, down the old Packhorse Trail because it's a bit easier on knees. Right, well, I'll show you some views along the way, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, I thought I'd just give you a little update. We've just come down the old Packhorse Trail from Beehive at top of Jacob's Ladder. And yeah, we've just, all three of us here, we're all at the little bridge just about to go across the stream. Been a good day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been blinded.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good company, you two.
Well, it's been a good 3 days.
Tell anyone else.
Yeah, I should say it's been a good 3 days because it's the third day. Well, we've not got far now, back to Edale, so I'll put this camera away and we'll plod on. See you in a bit. Yeah. I just thought I'd get this on camera. Those trees in distance there. We walked all the way along there, up Loose Hill, all along Great Ridge, past Mam Tor, Lord's Seat, and then onto Brown Knoll over there. And then we've just come all the way around down Jacob's Ladder, back into Edale. I'm quite proud of myself when I think of what I've done. Right, well, I'll carry plodding on and see you in Edale.
Windy last night.
Oh, well, right.
Not too bad. Amazing the amount of people who ignore the big sign that says footpath.
Yeah, it's actually coming.
Yeah, I'd get really annoyed. Yeah. It don't take a lot for me. Oh, yeah. No problems.
So Dave's giving him the old blow-by-blow account.
Yeah, he must be. We've just arrived in Edale, and would you know it, the Nag's Head's open. So guess what we're doing? We're going to go and have a pint. Well, we're in the Nag's Head, in the back room, and apparently one of my subscribers had left a pint behind the bar for me. But she's not on today, so it'll have to wait for another time. Well, Dave's gone to the bar, he's getting us a pint of nags in, and I think I'm going to have a look at menu, because as I was just saying to Si and Dave, in the space of 72 hours out on the hills, I've only eaten 4 sandwiches, so I've got a bit of an appetite. So yeah, I'm going to have a look what's on menu, and I'll bring you back when I've ordered some grub. Well, Dave's just returned from bar with a pint of Nag's Head. So, good health, everybody. Oh, Si's coming in and joining in with the cheers. Well, ends to an excellent camping trip.
Yeah, well done, boys.
Good health, everybody, and cheers.
Cheers, Steve. Cheers, Simon.
Still haven't killed me yet, Dave. Sure you're going to keep trying.
Nearly yesterday.
By gum, that's refreshing beer. Well, I'm going to have a look at menu and, as I said, order some grub. Well, my grub's just turned up. Thank you ever so much.
You've got different cultures.
Yeah, I've got different coleslaw.
You've got better stuff.
There's skimping on the ingredients that would appear in the NADZ. Everything's been downsized since I was in here a few weeks ago. Just had to ask for some more coleslaw. Anyway, I'll put some salt on the chips. Let's get some vinegar on there.
I don't know if I was telling you, I was telling Steve, like, when I packed my tent, because I could hear one of you going, you feel alright? I literally got changed into my dry gear. Yeah. As soon as I got warm, went straight to sleep. Then I woke up and cooked myself.
That's my grub sorted. I'll just give you a quick look at it. Well, there I've got a Mam Tor burger, some onion rings, bit of coleslaw and a few chips. Well, I'm going to get some mayonnaise and ketchup on these.
No, I was too hot, but initially, do you know what I mean? Gets it warm. No, I've got a pair of long johns that I put underneath my goose trousers, down trousers, but underneath.
Right, let's see how it tastes.
I'm not convinced.
It's a bit messy.
You've got one of these, they're good, aren't they? Not yours, not yours.
Oh, that's nice after a few nights up on hills. Well, I'm going to shut up and get stuck into it while it's hot. See you in a bit. Well, that was a lovely meal. Just what I needed. Filled the hole. It'll keep my energy levels up as I sit down in a car and drive home. Well, I'm just going to finish off this last of this pint. Oh. Right, well, I'll get my coat on, get my bag on.
So, wow, I just want to thank you both for a bloody another fantastic trip and making my life an interesting one instead of a boring
Likewise,
one.
mate. Thanks for being a great guy.
Brilliant.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Been a good few days out.
Yeah.
Nice.
So about to get a lift home. You know, Steve, Simon picked me up from Leicester, the motorway services, and he's going to drop me off there. It's only 10 minutes from my house, so we've only had one pint and
Yep.
we're going to get off, haven't we?
And a decent meal.
And a meal, yeah. So see you on the next trip.
See you on the next one.
I'll see you back at the car park. Well, that's me back at the car, back in Edale car park. And what a cracking, 3 days in total it's been. Day one, we went up Kinder Scout, up the Nab, then made us way along to Crookstone Knoll, and we camped in the quarry. And then day two, we walked along the Great Ridge behind me there on the skyline, all the way over to Brown Knoll, and we camped near the air vent for the railway tunnel. And then this morning, we walked across Brown Knoll, picked up the path that takes you down to Jacob's Ladder, and we've just ended up in Nags having a lovely bit of grub, much needed. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to Dave and Simon now, and then I'll say cheerio to you. Well, lads, this has been a great camp. I've really enjoyed it.
Another one of the best. Brilliant. Somewhere a bit different as well again.
Really good. Cheers, Si.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Dave, once again, thanks, mate.
Cheers, Dave.
Simon, thank you.
Right, well, I'll see you all next time.
Yeah,
And
see you next time,
See
mate.
you all in Hengisland.
Well, now I've said ta-ra to Dave and Si, I'm back at the car and I'm going to get this kit off, chucking it back at car and start the drive home. But before I do that, I just want to say thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say at the end of my videos, I look forward to your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, on that note, there's not really further to say apart from thanks once again for watching. And until next time, When I'll see you again for another Hengist Wildcats, it's cheerio from me. Bye all.